Welcome to free online classes of physics with Lambor sir. So dear students, we are discussing types of elemental semiconductors. And there are two types of elemental semiconductor, intrinsic semiconductor, pure semiconductor, and second type, extrinsic semiconductor. So in our lectures, third lecture, we have discussed regarding the intrinsic semiconductor. Now, here we will learn regarding the extrinsic semiconductor and its types. So we know that extrinsic semiconductor can be formed by adding certain impurities to a pure semiconductor. And we know that there are two ways to increase the conductivity of pure semiconductor. First way, by increasing temperature of pure semiconductor, we can increase its electrical conductivity. And second way, by adding impurity to pure semiconductor, that means by doping process, we can increase the electrical conductivity of pure semiconductor. And when certain impurity, that means pentavalent impurity atoms or trivalent impurity atoms, are added to pure semiconductor, then that impure semiconductor is called as the extrinsic semiconductor. So extrinsic semiconductor can be formed by adding pentavalent or trivalent impurities to pure semiconductor. So if we add pentavalent impurity atoms to pure semiconductor, the resultant extrinsic semiconductor is called N-type semiconductor. And if we add trivalent impurity atoms to pure semiconductor, the resultant extrinsic semiconductor is called P-type semiconductor. So there are two types of extrinsic semiconductors. First one is the N-type of semiconductor, extrinsic semiconductor, and second one is the P-type of extrinsic semiconductor. So we are discussing both the types of extrinsic semiconductors. First of all, we will start our discussion for N-type of semiconductors. So this N-type of semiconductor is also called as negative type semiconductor. Why it is called negative type semiconductor? Because it consists negatively charged electrons as majority charge carriers. So in this type of semiconductor, electric current is flowing due to majority charge carriers, which are the electrons, and electrons are carrying negative charge. That's why N-type semiconductor is called as negative type semiconductor. And this semiconductor consists negatively charged electrons as majority charge carriers and holes as minority charge carriers. That's why it is called as N-type semiconductor. So how such semiconductors can be prepared? See here. When pentavalent impurity, that means 15 group elements like arsenic, antimony, bismuth, phosphorus यासारखी पेंटाव्हॅलंट इम्प्युरिटी ज्या आहेत 15 group मधील elements is doped in pure semiconductor like silicon or germanium. Then the resulting extrinsic semiconductor is called as N-type semiconductor. So simple way to prepare N-type semiconductor. Just pentavalent impurity atoms are doped with pure semiconductor, either silicon or germanium. Then resulting impure or extrinsic semiconductor is called as N-type semiconductor. So let us go through crystalline structure of such N-type extrinsic semiconductor. You can see here. So this is pure semiconductor, silicon semiconductor we have considered. And in that pure silicon semiconductor, we have added or doped few atoms of phosphorus. And this phosphorus is pentavalent impurity atom. And this phosphorus has 5 valence electrons. So out of that 5 valence electrons, this phosphorus shares its 4 valence electrons with the neighboring 4 silicon atoms and takes a share of 1 electron from each of that silicon atom. So due to that, this phosphorus atom completes 4 covalent bonds and there is 1 electron left free for phosphorus atom. And this free electron goes to the conduction band. So in this way, n-type extrinsic semiconductor मध्ये आपण number of electrons increase करू शकतो, free electrons increase करू शकतो by adding controlled amount of pentavalent impurity atom. See here, if a small quantity of pentavalent impurity like phosphorus, म्हणजे phosphorus सारखे pentavalent elements आहेत, त्यातील small quantity की phosphorus elementला माहिती आहे आपल्याला pentavalent element जवळ एकूण 5 valence electrons असतात आणि अशा pentavalent element ची small quantity जर आपण प्युअर सिलिकॉन क्रिस्टल मध्ये ऍड करत असेल तर 4 valence electrons of phosphorus atom form 4 covalent bonds with the neighboring 4 silicon atoms. म्हणजे phosphorus atom जवळ एकूण 5 valence electrons आहेत, त्यातील 4 valence electrons of phosphorus atom forms 4 covalent bonds with the neighboring 4 silicon atom and 1 electron behaves as a free electron. So you can see this again crystalline structure of n-type extrinsic semiconductor here. So you can see this is the pure silicon crystal, pure silicon semiconductor, and in that semiconductor we have added small quantity of pentavalent element, that means phosphorus, which has 5 valence electrons. Out of that, 4 electrons are forming 4 covalent bonds with the 4 neighboring silicon atoms. And 1 electron behaves as a free electron. So in this way, free electrons can be produced by adding pentavalent impurity atoms in pure silicon crystal. So in this way, number of free electrons is created due to phosphorus atoms. So this is the way to increase the charge carriers, concentration of charge carriers. And here we have increased the number of free electrons. All that free electrons we are finding in the conduction band. So once again the same crystal structure, crystalline structure of n-type extrinsic semiconductor. So addition of pentavalent impurity atoms, आपण pentavalent impurity atoms चे numbers जसे add करत जाऊ, then it creates large number of free electrons in the conduction band. Also at room temperature, हा जो n-type extrinsic semiconductor आहे तो जर रूम टेम्परेचरला मेंटेन आपण केला, also at room temperature due to thermal energy few covalent bonds will break. यातील काही covalent bonds break होतील due to thermal energy and few electron hole pairs will be created. So this is the another way to produce concentration of charge carriers by increasing temperature, and due to the thermal energy covalent bonds will break, and due to the breaking of covalent bond electron hole pairs will be created. But here we have created the charge carriers by doping, as well as due to thermal energy charge carriers are also created. Now number of free electrons, n-type semiconductor मध्ये free electrons आपण डोपिंग प्रोसेस न प्रोड्यूस केलेले आहे. फॉस्फरस ॲटम्स आपण डोप केले आणि प्रत्येक फॉस्फरस ॲटम leaves one free electron, donates one free electron. That's why at the same time, due to thermally broken covalent bonds, we are getting free electron and hole pairs. Therefore, number of free electrons due to impurity, pentavalent impurity मुळे जे फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्सचे नंबर आपल्याला मिळालेला आहे इज लार्ज ॲज कम्पेअर टू होल्स जनरेटेड ड्यू टू थर्मल एनर्जी. म्हणजे थर्मली ब्रोकन कोव्हॅलंट बॉन्ड्स मधून जे होल्स आपल्याला मिळाले आणि पेंटाव्हॅलंट इम्प्युरिटी ऍटम्स डोप करून जे आपल्याला फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स मिळाले त्यातील फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉनचा नंबर हा निश्चितच थर्मली जनरेटेड होल्स पेक्षा जास्त असणार आहे. नाव thus n type semiconductor has electron as majority carriers and holes as minority carriers, because in this n type of semiconductors electrons are created by two ways: by adding impurity atoms, pentavalent impurity atoms, electrons are created. And also thermally broken covalent bonds also creates electrons as well as holes. So the number of electrons in n-type semiconductor will be large as compared to number of holes. That's why n-type semiconductor has electron as majority charge carriers and holes as minority charge carriers. That's why we can write here charge concentration of electron and charge concentration of hole in n-type semiconductor. Electrons charge concentration greater than concentration of holes, and these electrons we can found in the conduction band and holes are in the valence band. मग अशा n टाइप सेमीकंडक्टरच्या अक्रॉस जर आपण पोटेन्शियल डिफरन्स अप्लाय केलं बाय कनेक्टिंग बॅटरी और सेल, then both the charge carriers contributes current. But if PD is applied across n-type semiconductor, then major current flows due to free electrons. म्हणजे मेजॉरिटी चार्ज कॅरियर्स फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स असल्यामुळं मेजर करंट n टाइप मधून जो फ्लो होणार आहे ड्यू टू फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. However, holes can also contribute minute or minor current in n-type semiconductor. So as n-type semiconductor consists negatively charged electrons as majority charge carriers, that's why this n-type semiconductor is called as negative type of semiconductor. And in this type of semiconductor, majority current is due to free electrons and minority current is due to holes. Now, this pentavalent impurity, each pentavalent impurity atom is leaving one free electron, and that free electrons finding its position in the conduction band. So this free electron we are using for the flow of electric current. So each pentavalent impurity is donating one free electron to this crystal. That's why pentavalent impurity is called as donor impurity, because this pentavalent impurity atom donates the free electrons and due to which major current flows through n-type semiconductor. त्यामुळे पेंटाव्हॅलंट इम्प्युरिटीला आपण डोनर इम्प्युरिटी का म्हणू शकतो, कारण हे इम्प्युरिटी ॲटम जे आहेत फॉस्फरसचे, दॅट इम्प्युरिटी ॲटम्स आर डोनेटिंग फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स and due to that free electrons majority current is flowing through n-type semiconductor. That's why we are calling pentavalent impurity as a donor impurity. Now let us go through the energy band diagram for n-type semiconductor. We know that in case of n-type semiconductor, majority charge carriers are free electrons and minority charge carriers are the holes. That free electrons are in the conduction band and holes are in the valence band. So you can easily understand n-type semiconductor and its band diagram. See here, this is the conduction band and this one is the valence band. This conduction band consists large number of free electrons and valence band consists only few holes. These holes are created due to thermally broken covalent bonds. And these free electrons are created by two ways: by adding pentavalent impurity atoms and by thermally broken covalent bonds. So in this way we can learn how we can form n-type extrinsic semiconductor. Now we will shift towards second type of extrinsic semiconductor, which is the p-type semiconductor. We know that by adding pentavalent impurity atoms to pure semiconductor, n-type semiconductor can be formed. And in order to form p-type semiconductor, we have to add trivalent impurity atoms to pure semiconductor. Then a resulting extrinsic semiconductor is called as p-type semiconductor. So first of all, we will see why it is called as a p-type semiconductor, positive type semiconductor. See here. It is also called as positive type semiconductor because it consists positively charged holes as majority charge carriers. म्हणजे p type semiconductor मध्ये positively charged holes are majority charge carriers and negatively charged free electrons are minority charge carriers. So let us learn how we can produce p-type semiconductor. See here. When trivalent impurity elements, trivalent impurities are belong to 13th group of periodic table, like aluminium, indium, gallium, boron. Out of that, small quantity of trivalent impurity elements like aluminium, indium, gallium, boron is doped in pure semiconductor like silicon or germanium. Then resulting extrinsic semiconductor is called p-type semiconductor. So simple way, for the formation of p-type semiconductor, we have to add trivalent impurities to pure semiconductor like silicon or germanium. म्हणजे प्युअर सिलिकॉन मध्ये किंवा जर्मेनियम मध्ये ट्रायव्हॅलंट इम्प्युरिटी ऍटम जर आपण डोप केला तर तो सेमीकंडक्टर इम्प्युअर झाला, एक्सट्रिन्सिक सेमीकंडक्टर झाला. Then that resulting extrinsic semiconductor is called as p-type semiconductor. Here you can see crystal structure of p-type semiconductor. In this crystal structure we have taken pure silicon semiconductor. And in that silicon semiconductor, we have added trivalent impurity atom of the indium. And we know that indium has 3 valence electrons. So what that indium is doing? This indium is forming 3 covalent bonds with the neighboring 3 silicon atoms. And in the 4th covalent bond, there is no electron towards the indium atom. So this vacancy of electron in the 4th covalent bond is produced due to unavailable of electron towards the indium. You can clearly see that indium atom is forming 3 covalent bonds with the neighboring 3 silicon atoms. But in the 4th covalent bond, there is no electron towards the indium atom. So 4th covalent bond is incomplete. This 4th covalent bond is incomplete because of absence of electron. And this absence of electron, vacancy of electron, we are calling it as a hole. And hole carries positive charge. So in this way, this indium atom, trivalent atom, produces hole. And hole can accept the electron. So let us learn the crystalline structure of this p-type extrinsic semiconductor. See here. Once again, silicon, pure silicon semiconductor we have considered, and here we have doped, instead of indium, aluminium atom we have doped. Aluminium atom. And we know that aluminium atom belongs to trivalent impurity atom, which has 3 valence electrons. And these 3 valence electrons of aluminum atom are forming 3 covalent bonds with the neighboring 3 silicon atoms, 1, 2 and 3. हे neighboring 3 silicon atom बरोबर हा aluminum atom 3 covalent bonds फॉर्म करतोय. आणि हा जो 4th covalent bond आहे, या 4th covalent bond मध्ये aluminum atom जवळ इलेक्ट्रॉन शेअरिंग करायला शिल्लक नाही. So this fourth covalent bond is incomplete due to electrons towards the aluminum atom. And there is a vacancy, or you can say absence of electron in this fourth covalent bond. That vacancy of electron is called as hole. You can see one more crystalline structure of extrinsic semiconductor. Clearly, you can got here. This aluminum atom is trivalent impurity atom. And when it is doped in pure silicon crystal, that time aluminum atom, small quantity of trivalent impurity like aluminum, which is having 3 valence electrons. You can see here 3 valence electrons त्याच्याकडे असतात. कारण trivalent impurity आहे आणि 13 ग्रुप पिरियोडिक टेबल मध्ये असल्यामुळे त्याच्याकडे 3 व्हॅलन्सी असते. आणि अशी trivalent impurity atom, small quantity having 3 valence electrons is added to pure silicon crystal. This one is the pure silicon crystal. आणि यामध्ये आपण trivalent impurity atoms ची small quantity add केलेली आहे. And each trivalent impurity atom has 3 valence electrons. So out of that 3 valence electrons, that 3 valence electrons are forming 3 covalent bonds with the neighboring 3 silicon atoms. You can see here 1, 2 and 3. These are the 3 silicon atoms with which aluminum atom has formed 3 covalent bonds. But in fourth covalent bond, see here, fourth covalent bond, there is no electron available towards the aluminum. Therefore, there is a vacancy or absence of electron in the fourth covalent bond. This fourth covalent bond, which is incomplete covalent bond, and remaining 3 covalent bonds are complete covalent bond. त्यामुळे फोर्थ कोव्हॅलंट बॉन्ड मध्ये आपल्याला एका इलेक्ट्रॉनची व्हॅकन्सी आहे, एम्प्टी स्पेस आहे, and that empty space of electron is called as a hole. So in this way, this vacancy of electron in covalent bond is called as hole, and that hole carries positive charge. So in this way, number of holes can be created due to each trivalent impurity atom like aluminum. Now, number of trivalent impurity atoms creates large number of holes in the valence band. म्हणजे जेवढे आपण ट्रायव्हॅलंट इम्प्युरिटी आयटम्स ऍड करू तेवढे आपल्याला होल्स क्रिएट झालेले मिळतील इन द व्हॅलन्स बँड. सो इन दिस वे वी कॅन इन्क्रीज कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन ऑफ होल्स in this type of semiconductors by adding trivalent impurity atoms. Also, at room temperature, due to thermal energy, few covalent bonds will break and few electron hole pairs will be created. So by this thermal energy, we are getting few holes in the valence band, and already we have produced holes due to trivalent impurity atoms. That's why the number of holes due to impurity is large as compared to free electrons generated due to thermal energy. म्हणजे थर्मली ब्रोकन कोव्हॅलंट बॉन्ड्स मुळे जेवढे फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स मिळतात त्याच्यापेक्षा जास्त इम्प्युरिटी ऍटम्स मुळे आपल्याला होल्स मिळत आहेत. म्हणजेच पी टाइप सेमीकंडक्टर मध्ये होल्सचा नंबर आणि फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉनचा नंबर कंपेअर केला तर नंबर ऑफ होल्स विल बी लार्ज as compared to free electrons. That's why in p-type semiconductor, holes are majority charge carriers and electrons are minority charge carriers. Thus, p-type semiconductor has hole as majority charge carriers and electrons as minority charge carriers, and their density. So, density of holes, charge density of holes and charge density of electrons, if we compare, then concentration of holes is greater than that of the charge concentration of electrons. मग अशा पी टाइप सेमीकंडक्टरच्या अक्रॉस जर आपण पीडी अप्लाय केला, सेल कनेक्ट केला, बॅटरी कनेक्ट केला, तर या पी टाईप सेमीकंडक्टर मधून मेजर करंट जो फ्लो होणार आहे तो मेजर करंट आपल्याला होल करंट मिळेल. And minor current हा electronic current मिळेल. See here. If PD is applied across P-type semiconductor, then major current flows due to holes. However, electron can also contribute minute current in P-type semiconductor. Now, this trivalent impurity, what it is doing? It is creating hole in that crystalline structure. And that hole can accept the electrons. That's why these trivalent impurities are also called as the acceptor impurity that we will learn in this slide. See here, this is the aluminum atom, trivalent impurity atom, and this aluminum atom creates hole in the fourth covalent bond. And that hole is nothing but vacancy of electron. We can accept the electron. That's why trivalent impurity is called as acceptor impurity because impurity atom creates the hole and hole can accept the electron so as to current flow. That's why trivalent impurity atoms are called as the acceptor impurity atoms. Now we will see energy band diagram for p-type semiconductor. We know that p-type semiconductor, which is also called as the positive type semiconductor, because it consists positively charged holes as majority charge carriers and electrons as minority charge carriers. That's why p-type semiconductor is also called as positive type semiconductor. So in the energy band diagram, the holes will be in the valence band and free electrons will be in the conduction band. As concentration of holes is large and concentration of electrons is small, you can see energy band diagram clearly. See here, this one is the conduction band which consists free electrons, and this one is the valence band which consists holes, and these holes are produced by two ways, by due to thermal energy and due to trivalent impurity atoms. But these free electrons are produced by only thermally broken covalent bonds. So number of free electrons is small and number of holes is large, and these are the lower energy bands, completely filled energy bands. So this is the energy band diagram for p-type semiconductor. So in this way we learn the two types of extrinsic semiconductor, n-type and p-type. Now we will learn the three diagram flow chart of the types of semiconductor. That's why we can summarize all the types of semiconductors. So we know that broad classification of semiconductors is three. There are three types of main semiconductors. Three types of main semiconductors. First type of semiconductor is the elemental semiconductor. Second one is the compound semiconductor, and third type of semiconductor is the organic semiconductor. Now the examples of elemental semiconductors, we know that 14 group elements are playing the role of elemental semiconductors. So silicon and germanium, examples of elemental semiconductors. Now the examples of compound semiconductors: cadmium sulfide, zinc sulfide. And examples of organic semiconductors, we have mentioned here three examples. First one is the anthracene. Second one is the doped phthalocyanine. And third one is the polyaniline. So these are the broad classification of semiconductors. Now out of that, in the 11th standard syllabus, we are studying the types of elemental semiconductors. Elemental semiconductors, and there are two types of elemental semiconductors: intrinsic semiconductor and extrinsic semiconductor. You can see the types of elemental semiconductors here. So first type intrinsic semiconductor and second type extrinsic semiconductor. And the examples of intrinsic semiconductor are pure form of germanium or silicon. And in that intrinsic semiconductor, number of free electrons and holes are equal because only the source producing them is thermally broken covalent bonds are producing the holes and electrons. Now, the second type of elemental semiconductor is the extrinsic semiconductor, impure semiconductor. आणि ह्याचे जे दोन टाइप्स आहेत just we have discussed. First one is the N type and second is the P type. आता N टाइपच्या प्रिपरेशन साठी आपल्याला पेंटाव्हॅलंट इम्प्युरिटी लागतील. त्यामध्ये 15 ग्रुप मधील इम्प्युरिटी ऍटम्स घेतोय आपण फॉस्फरस, आर्सेनिक, अँटीमनी आणि त्या पेंटाव्हॅलंट इम्प्युरिटी ऍटम्सना आपण डोनर इम्प्युरिटी असं म्हणतात. आणि एन टाइप मध्ये चार्ज कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉनचं लार्ज असतं होल्स पेक्षा. नाव पी टाइप सेमीकंडक्टरच्या फॉर्मेशनसाठी आपण ट्रायव्हॅलंट इम्प्युरिटी एलिमेंट्स घेतोय 13 ग्रुप ऑफ पिरियडिक टेबल. त्यामध्ये गॅलियम असेल, बोरॉन असेल, इंडियम असेल, अल्युमिनियम असेल आणि त्या ट्रायव्हॅलंट इम्प्युरिटीजना आपण ऍक्सेप्टर इन्स्टेड ऑफ डोनर वी हॅव टू राईट हिअर ऍक्सेप्टर इम्प्युरिटी इथं म्हणणार आहोत. आणि पी टाइप सेमीकंडक्टर मध्ये होल्सचं चार्ज कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन ग्रेटर असतं. म्हणजे होल्स आर मेजॉरिटी चार्ज कॅरियर्स आणि इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर minority charge carriers. So this tree diagram, this flow chart quite explains the broad classification of semiconductors. Now we will define few definitions. Three definitions we are defining. First one is donor impurity, and we know that pentavalent impurity atoms are the donor impurity atoms. Why they are called donor impurity? See here. Impurity like antimony, arsenic, that means pentavalent elements, when mixed with pure semiconductor, donates free electrons and therefore they are called as donor impurities. Now the second definition is the acceptor impurity. या acceptor impurity म्हणजे trivalent impurity elements आहेत. See here, impurities like indium, gallium, you can take boron also, aluminum also, when mixed with pure semiconductor that creates holes and which can accept the electrons and are therefore called as acceptor impurity. So these are the two important definitions that we learn. And third one is the hole. So we know that hole is nothing but absence or vacancy of electron, and that holes are formed due to thermally broken covalent bonds or due to trivalent impurity atoms also creates holes. So hole can be defined like this: the absence or vacancy of an electron is called hole. Where is that absence or vacancy? In an incomplete bond around a trivalent atom in a p-type semiconductor. That vacancy, that absence of electron is called as a hole. And so we know that in p-type of semiconductor, we are doping trivalent impurity atoms, for example, indium or aluminum. And that trivalent impurity atoms has only 3 valence electrons. And these 3 valence electrons are forming 3 covalent bonds. Complete 3 covalent bonds are formed there. But in the 4th covalent bond, there is no electron available towards this trivalent impurity atom. And that electron, absence of that electron in the 4th covalent bond, we are referring it as a hole. So in this way, we have learned here 3 important definitions. So let us learn the main distinguish. See here, distinguish between intrinsic and extrinsic semiconductor. These are the two types of elemental semiconductors that we have learned in the flow chart. So let us go through the distinguishing factor between these two types of semiconductors. See here, there are 4 distinguish between intrinsic and extrinsic semiconductor. We know that intrinsic semiconductor is a pure semiconductor, but extrinsic is an impure semiconductor. Second, intrinsic semiconductorची जी conductivity आहे is low at room temperature, but extrinsic semiconductorची conductivity is high even at room temperature. कारण हे एक्सट्रिन्सिक सेमीकंडक्टर आपण डोपिंग प्रोसेसनं तयार केलेले असतात, एन टाईप किंवा पी टाईप. सो चार्ज कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन आपण इन्क्रीज केलेलं असतं, त्यामुळे रूम टेम्परेचरला एक्सट्रिन्सिक सेमीकंडक्टरची कंडक्टिव्हिटी हाय राहते. नाव इंट्रिन्सिक सेमीकंडक्टर मध्ये इलेक्ट्रिकल कंडक्टिव्हिटी इज अ फंक्शन ऑफ टेम्परेचर अलोन. म्हणजे इंट्रिन्सिक सेमीकंडक्टर मध्ये जे फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आणि होल्स असतात ते फक्त आणि फक्त थर्मली ब्रोकन कोव्हॅलेंट बॉन्ड्स मुळेच प्रोड्यूस झालेले असतात. त्यामुळे इलेक्ट्रिकल कंडक्टिव्हिटी ऑफ इंट्रिन्सिक सेमीकंडक्टर डिपेंड्स अपॉन टेम्परेचर अलोन. बट एक्सट्रिन्सिक सेमीकंडक्टरची जी इलेक्ट्रिकल कंडक्टिव्हिटी आहे डिपेंड्स अपॉन टेम्परेचर as well as on the quantity of impurity atoms doped. So extrinsic semiconductor ची electrical conductivity is a function of both temperature as well as the quantity of impurity atoms doped. Now the fourth distinguishing factor is, in case of intrinsic semiconductor, the number density of holes is same as the number density of free electrons. आणि ह्या दोघांनाही थर्मली ब्रोकन कोव्हॅलेंट बॉन्ड प्रोड्यूस केलेले असतं. बट इन केस ऑफ एक्सट्रिन्सिक सेमीकंडक्टर, number density of free electrons and number density of holes are unequal, because if there is n type extrinsic semiconductor, then number density of electrons will be greater than number density of holes. And if there is a p type of extrinsic semiconductor, then number density of holes will be greater than number density of electrons. So this was the first distinguish between intrinsic and extrinsic semiconductor. Now we will learn second distinguish between n type and p type semiconductor. So distinguish between n type and p type semiconductor. In n-type semiconductor, impurity atoms are called pentavalent. म्हणजे 15 ग्रुप एलिमेंट्स मधील आपण atoms यूज करतोय. पण p टाइपच्या फॉर्मेशन साठी impurity atoms are called trivalent. Now, second distinguish that pentavalent impurities are also called as the donor impurities and trivalent impurities are called as the acceptor impurity. Now, in n-type semiconductor, electrons are majority charge carriers and holes are minority charge carriers. But in case of p-type, holes are majority charge carriers and electrons are minority charge carriers. Now, third distinguish. In case of n-type semiconductor, 4 complete covalent bonds are formed. But in case of p-type semiconductor, 3 complete covalent bonds are formed. Now, in case of n-type, conductivity is mainly due to electrons. कारण n-type मध्ये electrons are the majority charge carriers. And in p-type of semiconductor, conductivity is mainly due to holes. So in this way, we learn two important distinguish. First one, distinguish between intrinsic and extrinsic semiconductor. And second one, distinguish between n-type and p-type semiconductor. So with this, we are ending this lecture.